San Diego Wave also
such a cool song.
clinched playoffs. Yeah.
Were you playing the guitar there?
No, it was the manager, and I just watched the 4 guys. I played at
It was the Mikey Varas of
just on the sideline.
He was
in approval, like
the Paul Buckle of
the meat
what's it called?
shield.
It's called Interscape.
Interscape. I was gonna say Interlobe.
Are they still together?
No,
Interscape.
that was it. No,
The Paul Buckle of
the Paul Buckle of Interscape. Yes. I played at Soma one time
that's
on
cool.
on side stage, and Foster the People were actually
Oh,
we opened for
wow.
Foster the People.
That's awesome.
Back in the day. Anyway, San Diego Wave played at Snapdragon, and they put an ass whooping to the worst team in NWSL, which is Chicago Red Stars.
Just the Stars now. They dropped the red, which
no, the red's just because of the blood from the 6-1 beatdown. Very weird way where I type to find them, but hands down the greatest
performance, goal performance, margin of victory, best everything. It beat out the best half. I think that's where my brain was headed, is 4-0 first half, best half of soccer Wave have ever had. That's where what I thought was going to be the story of the night, and obviously clinching playoffs. But yeah, 6-1, crazy. It's pretty good lineup too. You could argue some of the positions here. Maybe I think you probably would prefer Savannah McCaskill. She's out with injury, obviously, but like maybe Trinity Armstrong. Kennedy Wesley got a call up to the U.S. Women's National Team.
Yeah, she did.
Like
Good on her.
The senior national team too, as well, which is quite a big deal for her. Good for her. But would you prefer Trinity Armstrong over McNabb? I think McNabb
has the experience. She recently scored in the game against Utah. Like it's working for her. She did score on this one. Part of the back line in front of Captain Kaylin Sheridan, Pearl Maroney, and Hannah Lundqvist. The left back and center back duo for San Diego Wave is be getting physical. Like they are playing some strong soccer on the defensive end. Hannah Lundqvist also getting part of the goal scoring festival. It's a Super Saiyan bargain sale, a goals bargain sale. Lorena Fosser, Kenzadali, and Gia Corley in the midfield. Cascarino, a resurgence of Cascarino for sure in the last couple of weeks. Kimi Ascanio and Dudinha up top as well. Great. Dudinha has also been playing really well.
Dudinha has been adapting really good in the last couple of weeks for San Diego Wave, and it's probably now showing that skill set that we all hope to see her as a Brazilian winger coming on, right? And I think again it's a strong lineup. Facer also got a call up to the French national team as well. So yeah, it's a solid lineup.
And I mean, the game starts, and it's not too far off where actually San Diego Wave almost concede immediately, 20-some seconds into the match.
Good stop by Kaylin Sheridan. And like the first minute, my first thought is gonna be one of those nights.
Yep.
What do you say? The fastest Kaylin Sheridan
from Craig Elston. Kaylin Sheridan. Great stop. Terrible shot. I mean, come on. Like literally right at her. Yeah, no,
good cut.
Not Dali. I think Dali retired from the national team, perhaps. If not, no, it's fine. Foster has been looking good. Abe, you actually noted that she's going to be an important part when you asked Jonas Eidevall after Utah, like, hey, is she going to be part of this team, long term? And it seems like she is. The first goal contribution here by Dudinha.
Cascarino, that might be a handful.
7th minute.
Malum, Dudinha. Makes a move, Dudinha shoots, Nair, tapped in, Cascarino!
Good first stop by Nair too. I think it shouldn't be forgotten, Nair retiring from national team as well. Speaking of retiring from national team, one of the great American goalkeepers right now. Good initial stop, but yeah, finally for the Wave having someone on the back post. I think they've just been kind of missing that generally this season, right? Like it always looked like there's just either no one there for that rebound, but Delphine Cascarino, right place, right time. Perfect touch as well.
Exactly what a 9 should be doing. then they also have a 9 problem over at San Diego Wave. Yeah, no, we noted it. The grass actually looks good compared to last year. The pitch looks excellent. They've been doing a fantastic job. But San Diego Wave kept pressing on and really showcasing this offense, and we'll get to Jonas Eidevall's comments that are very appropriate to what it is. An unfortunate bounce, an own goal. It's still a goal. You still created a chance. But right now, San Diego Wave looking the best it's looked offensively. I don't care if it's the worst team in the league. They're making it happen.
That definitely matters, though. I think that context is important because your last win was against Utah, right? And then now it's Chicago, two of the teams that are lower on the totem pole in the NWSL. So it'll be good to see how they look against Kansas City, but at the same time, it's going to look a lot different. But yeah, this goal by Dudinha, I think, probably for me was the best goal of the night. Just very much one-on-one individual excellence right here.
Yeah, no, I mean, we talked about it earlier, right? Like, and Dudinha getting her first of the night is huge because she has been scoring the last 2 games on those last 2 games as well. And we talked about it with Pro Moroni's reaction. I think seeing her reaction, like, she's like, "Oh wait, she shot that," and then the way she celebrates chasing after her is, I think you're onto something there. Like, she was like, "Wait, why did you shoot that?" And it just curls in. Like, it's a beautiful goal. And that puts them up 3-0.
3-0, and then Jonas Eidevall decides to send Hanna Lundqvist to spy on the opposing team's huddle, which again, I say it's great. This guy's enjoying life right now. Dudinha soaking it all in, just knowing that this is what she was brought in here to do, to unlock this offense and really be a focal point. And teams at this point maybe not want to face a hot Dudinha and San Diego Wave.
Am I wrong? Or since they parted ways with the assistant coach, they won those 2 games?
Yeah, that is true. Since 100%. Jack Jensen left, they've won these last 2 games.
That is a fact.
Yeah, I don't think maybe we haven't asked enough questions about that, but it's just been a great. They've looked really good in these last 2 games. Obviously, competition you could maybe question, but yeah, there's a great goal by Kristen McNabb here. Maybe some poor defending set piece wise, just letting her get completely open on the backside. Like, you can see the goal. Like, look at the goalkeeper's reaction to this. The listener is just pointing like, "What?
Like, where? What? There? No. How could I stop that?" Again, you kind of worked that you should have done. You should have done better. Stop it. Yep. Yep. Look at that. But yeah, San Diego Wave again also had a complete game in terms of just shutting everything down, even the mistakes, cleaning them up. All smiles by Kaylin Sheridan. Asking here, do you happen to know why Wave FC let go of Jack Jensen? I think it was front office sources again. Kind of confirmed that was Jonas Eidevall's biggest soccer coaching influence, and so to let him go and move on from him, I think it's a message directly to leadership and, hey, clean your act up because it doesn't matter who you are, you're dispensable here. But
Kenza gets another goal for Wave here, and it's that duo of Kimi Ascanio with Kenza Dali that we've seen throughout the season of how great it can be, but then it's called offsides in this one, I believe.
Yeah, no.
So not the 5th goal, but then it comes pretty close after.
Where is it? Where to go? Here it is. Look at that.
What was it, like a minute or 2 after?
It was like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Cascarino. Lundqvist, Ascanio shoots. It hit Hendrich in the hand. Dudinha finishes.
The build-up of that play was good. It's kind of got lucky at the end that the bounce got there. But the build-up before was really fun to watch.
Yeah, the amount of passing inside the box.
Yeah, that's something that we have not seen this year from Wave, which I thought that's something that I wrote down in my notes during that game from my article. Just looked comfortable in the box, which obviously that's going to come when you're up 4-0. But
playing against the worst team.
Yeah, playing against the worst team. But it's any good team is able to do things like that and pass within the box, create danger, and then tap in that goal at the end is a big thing that the Wave have not done it all this season, but were able to do it on Saturday night.
And they were playing for their playoff lives essentially too. They knew that they controlled their destiny. They needed to get a result here. Getting a victory pretty much cleared you into playoffs, and what a way to do it. Still letting in a goal, but you know what? It's a good, well-worked goal here by Chicago. And there was one more in the barrel for San Diego Wave to cap off the night. 6-1. Was this the goal? Yes, it was. ¿Dónde estás?
It was only right for Ken Sadali to score a goal.
Roby was calling for it. Back to Ken Sadali. Rips a shot. Dali! Yes!
And the more you're going to see Dali score is just her taking shots. Like I think she understands now, like, all right, I need to take shots, and balls will go into the net. And even though they don't go in, they might be rebounded and somebody has to finish it. But creating chaos and finding opportunities. Ken Sadali winning Player of the Year for the San Diego Sirens supporters. She was very, very grateful for that. She actually did a post on Instagram dedicating it
the
to
extra
the Sirens.
little statement.
Awesome.
I thought that was also really cool out of Ken Sadali. Is there anyone else you think deserves Player of the Season for San Diego Wave?
No,
it's got to be her, right?
It has to be her on every mark.
If Cascarino was playing at the same level she was before the international break, then maybe Cascarino. But Ken Sadali has just been on another level. Who has been the worst player? Adriana Leon.
Oh my gosh, Adriana.
How do you win 6-1 and you're number 9? Your striker doesn't get one win. Are you kidding me?
Roby, Leon against
Oh.
Mayor Leon.
Terrible.
Pikachu was even like,
Terrible.
oh my
He just slapped Mackie in his
Came
face.
out of the game without any injuries.
can't
That's
believe it
going to
either.
be a big thing too.
Pika.
That's insane, man. I think Adriana Leon has been the biggest bust for San Diego Wave this season.
And she scores every time she plays with Canada too. Is the funniest part.
Hey, maybe soccer just isn't her sport in San Diego. Maybe stick to roller hockey. Adriana Leon and Tomas Angel must have the same training coach. That's funny. So with that, San Diego Wave and that victory, they go on and they clinch playoffs. What is this? The three
out of the last 4 years. That's a huge accomplishment for any NWSL team, any professional sports team to make the playoffs 3 out of 4 years. They should be commended for that. That's a big deal.
In a year after probably one of the most disastrous collapses that I've ever seen a sports franchise undergo, front office, player, just on the pitch, off the pitch, just
still drama, still background
that,
waves coming. Shockwaves around that. I mean, Jill Ellis being sued by the team, she's probably going to counter sue them for.
It's nasty.
Yeah, just
it's nasty. And you know, it's not a whatever. It's just like it's unfortunate, but at least this year, Jonas Eidevall did what he was supposed to do. Took this team and rebuilt it so that they are in playoffs. And I mean, you could have been the biggest critic. There's people who are still saying they're going to end up at the bottom of the table. Abe, you didn't believe as much as Chiva did. Chiva still thinks top 3 is.
It's in the cards.
It's in the cards. They
can
spot
on with what he thought, though.
Right now, it looks pretty much. Yeah, you're making the playoffs. Team developed. Things all kind of worked out, especially team roster building wise. I think they have good things for the future here as well, which is important. Like Kimi Escanio has gotten a lot of development. Lorena Facer is probably your midfielder of the future. Hearing what Ken Sadali had to say.
Baby. Lego, we're going back. Hey.
But Lorena Facer and Ken Sadali had some things to say about Lorena Facer.
Our fans, we're so happy, and we will continue to be performance on the pitch. Thank
that
you.
was like really cool.
That's a dub, baby. Lego, we're going back. Hey.
Ken Sadali
Really?
playing 7 years old.
We go to the playoffs. Thank you to our fans. We're so happy, and we will continue to be performance on the pitch. Thank you, Wade.
That's part of my story. I've seen that story with probably a much more. It sounds like a truly deep connection.
Awesome. Thank you for your support. We are glad to win tonight, and let's go to the playoffs. Let's go, San Diego.
For them to do that together.
Go, San Diego!
Help her development in America. Kansas Dolly's.
We can. That's a dub, baby. Lego, we're going back.
Let us know.
Hey! Let's go!
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, you got the video.
Video's got drawn.
Damn it.
No, it's all good.
It's okay. Basically, Lerda Foster is going to be super important to the future of this team.
100%. All right. Let's go ahead and finish it off. Can you still not hear Abe?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Can the people hear me? Testing. We're
Hey.
talking and we're seeing. Is Abe here? Abe, check on him. You don't need to hear me.
That the video was way louder than Abe.
I've said my piece on SanDiego Wave.
You fixed it, Tony. You fixed it.
There we go. Fixed. Great. Okay.
Fixed it.
But
yes.
yeah, just overall needed to get back into the playoffs. Have done that. They're still fighting for seeding in the next game. It's gonna be interesting how that all plays out. Where do you guys think they end up?
4th.
Let's pull it up.
Let's pull it up. Standings, NWSL standings.
Or do we want to listen to Jonas Eidevall first?
Let's go ahead and listen to Jonas post game.
While we look.
100%. Jonas Eidevall post game.
Both in the game against Utah and now here is being like how we can combine having good balance in our attack so we don't get countered on, but still being able to put real attacking threats up front. And I think it really gives us that when we can play with 2 wide forwards like I think Casperino and Dudinha, because we get 2 really good 1v1 players that can operate both wide. They can go around to take crosses, they can go inside to shoot. It gives us a lot of variety, and while we've sometimes either been stuck on the right side or been only able to do certain things on one side, I think it gives us a lot more variety in the way that we can attack, and I think that looks really good. I think we, as a team, pressed really well today. We forced a lot of turnovers for Chicago. That's not only 1 or 2 players, that's the whole team. I think we showed good patience and quality in our build-up. Where we could be calm, they could end up chasing the ball, and from there on, when we find a free player, we really changed gears and had some fast attacks. So all in all, an important game for us. It was a good night. It was nice to be able to go back and both score a lot of goals and also win here at Snapdragon. Like, it was definitely the way that we wanted to finish off the season at home, and a good way to end before we go to the international break and a long run of games. And ultimately here now we met and qualified for playoffs, which was our initial goal of the season, which is really nice and a compliment to everyone's really hard work and effort doing that. And now we kind of look forward and ahead and for the next challenges that come.
And then how do you build on that consistency now moving into this final game of the regular season into the playoffs? How do you build the consistency on the squad, especially with that international break?
Yeah, well, we have 6 players left, so it's a bit from having an 11, and I mean that's also a compliment. Players have been doing it well. They're going away. I hope they have a really good time here with their national teams, both the youth and the full ones. Then we connect back again in Kansas, and we need to do that in a good and an efficient way and find our rhythm. I think it's going to be the same for almost every team that's going to be in playoffs. That we'll have a short preparation time. We can see that the table is still very mobile, so there is not so much set in what teams you can play or not. So you need to have a lot of different envelopes with different plans in, both with traveling and hosting and so on. So there needs to be a lot of people that have a lot of different plans that just needs to be ready to be executed Sunday evening on the 2nd of November.
Jonas Eidevall, we'll get to his incredibly insightful to Swedish culture comment here to answer Abe's question, but that is very true. Big international break also in the middle of it. Last time San Diego Wave got derailed, it was because of an international break with the Euros, and they just weren't able to recover up until very recently. Is this going to be something that San Diego Wave should be concerned once again, because they do still have one last game. There is a decision day for NWSL, and they play Kansas City, the absolute runaway number one favorite.
What's interesting too is that the Wave play at 12 o'clock, and Wave and Kansas City are the only game in that window, and then every other team plays at 2 p.m. So technically, they won't know any of the like situations, stuff like that. You won't see a video like you saw with San Diego FC where they're watching the end of the game on a phone. Like, so it's Wave basically have to like leave it all out there for this match. There's not really like fighting for a draw or needing to get a win to get into a different spot. So that's going to be interesting. That definitely is going to play a factor. And then Kansas City also, who they're playing, is going to be might be without Tim Wachawinga. She won't be traveling to play with her national team, the Malawi women's national team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading an article here from Tamara Griffin, who she's got some great stuff in the women's soccer world and in the athletic. But yeah, she came off with an adductor. How do you say it? Do you know how to say it?
Abductor.
Abductor.
Mm-hmm.
Abductor injury. So I'm not sure how long those are. I feel like you don't see those a lot in soccer generally.
Yeah, I know, but that could be something like a double joint, something kind of like a dislocation almost, or something that was close to a dislocation. So it's not good. Definitely not good for Chawinga, not good for Kansas City, but
it's
pretty good for San Diego Wave.
But it's still Kansas City current.
Yeah.
Like there's still 62 points in. So it's tough. It's probably the toughest position that Wave can be in. So what do you guys think?
Prediction wise?
Let's hear the
let's real quick.
What position? Oh yeah.
We'll hear from Jonas. Eidevall. I asked him a question about scoring 6 goals, because that does not happen a lot in women's soccer.
Doesn't happen a lot.
In any soccer.
Jonas Eidevall.
As a coach, and do you have a goal that you thought was most emblematic of how you like the way?
Emblematic.
Yeah, I've scored. Managed team scoring 6 goals or more.
Look at
more
the
than a handful
little
of
grin
times,
right there.
which is of course special. So I shouldn't say that that's normal for me, because it doesn't happen multiple times per season. But yeah, I've been lucky enough to manage good teams that's been able to do that before. But I do think it's so much about, when we're talking about these margins and the decision making on the final third, it's to be, when you see that you can be successful in it, it creates a lot of belief around that, and that's really powerful. And I think that's what we see today as well from the team. In Sweden, we're talking about the ketchup effect. Is that an American thing now? So you know the old school ketchup behind bottles, the ones where you had to turn around and you had to do, and what usually ended up happening there was that nothing came, right? And then the whole bottle came out on the pasta. That's the ketchup effect. So that's what's happening today with the goals. We've been hammering on that bottle for a couple of games. and now it's released. So now you guys learned something new as well. Yeah.
I love Jonas's post matches. The ketchup effect, the old school Heinz ketchup bottle. The only red card here is he mentioned that he put it on pasta in Sweden. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Pasta and ketchup, which I can imagine. Pasta's ingredients: eggs, flour, mix those in, pasta.
Tomato sauce.
Well. I'm just thinking just pasta, like just regular, nothing, just raw, like not raw pasta, but just like cooked pasta with ketchup, and that's the only thing instead of marinara. Because again, that's that. Just like a tortilla, flour, con huevo, and you put ketchup on it, is a breakfast burrito.
I'm just anti-ketchup in all regards, so it's hard for me to imagine ketchup on pasta.
On all things?
I don't like ketchup. The smell of it just grosses me out. I'm fine with tomatoes. I love tomatoes.
Sniffing ketchup for
Just the smell of it. Like you know what it was? I think when I was a kid, my cousins and one of my cousins and sister were like, they knew I didn't really like ketchup, so they like kept like bringing it near my face and were like annoying about it. Like, oh look, ooh, and like that might have like given a little bit of trauma. And anytime I think of ketchup, I kind of think about that. But
Philippe with the culturing us spaghetti, ketchup, chopped hot dogs, and Velveeta shredded cheese.
see,
Good old Pinoy spaghetti.
that's definitely where I've heard it from too. I've definitely heard my girlfriend tell me about.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's like a Jollibee thing. You go
again.
Spaghetti from Jollibee.
We both got conquered by the Spaniards. You guys did it for a little longer, and like there's some things that were lost in translation. One of these things is sweet spaghetti. I can't get on board with that.
You don't have it?
I cannot. I've had it. Yes, I can. I've tried it. I cannot get on board with sweet spaghetti. And you know what? The Pinoys, the Filipino culture, beautiful culture. Calamansis are great. Like sure, like chicken adobo, fantastic. It's whatever. Like we can go through that. I just won't go to balot, and I won't go to sweet spaghetti. Jollibee's great though, just not as a side. Sweet spaghetti. Do you have thoughts on sweet spaghetti, Chiba? Or any thoughts on SanDiego Wave in the post match here? 6-1 destruction of
I mean
Chicago Red Stars.
It's a while till they play their last game. I believe it's going to be November 12th, if I'm not mistaken. There's an international break. But they are going to be facing off against the toughest team in the league. Everything points to them losing this game, right? And we'll do predictions as we get closer to that game.
Because you're going to surf a wave.
I mean, we could potentially tie and do a penalty shootout for it. But anyway,
or you guys both surf.
Or we both surf in Imperial Beach.
If you guys both have last place, maybe you should both face the punishment.
Well, maybe we're both second place and we show more consistency, and the outlier is the one that surfs.
The winner?
Yeah.
Is the winner the outlier? Is SanDiego FC the outliers in the Western Conference?
They are.
You're walking
they are.
too.
That's enjoy the little walk.
They do have the same amount of points. They went by wins. It is interesting to note that most leagues around the world would go by goal differential, right?
Yes.
So technically, if this were most other leagues, it would have been Vancouver.
November 2nd, segundo. Yes. Take a 10 off of that. If Chewinga is out and Dudinha gets cooking, I can see a 2-2 tie. All right. So they can end up in third place. They can end up in sixth place, I believe. Seventh place. Where Gotham is. And look, if at the beginning of the season, as you told me, Gotham's going to be below SanDiego Wave here at this point of the season. You would think I'd be speaking malarkey, speaking crazy. The tie is good, but I expect to win. I'm playing against their B team. What do you guys think?
If Chewinga getting injured tells any coach anything, it's that you need to be careful. And I'm sure all of those players kind of probably feel that too, especially if you're playing a game against Houston and then they're playing for their lives and one of your best players get injured. That has to do something to you mentally, I think. But Kansas City's been such a good team, and Latko Adamowski is one of the great coaches in the NWSL. Obviously didn't have very much success at all with the women's national team with the U.S. women's national team, but I think I'd probably still expect the SanDiego Wave loss, honestly.
Ooh.
2-1 out of Kansas City. That place is a fortress too. That's a truly soccer specific stadium. I don't know if you've watched any games.
I have.
From that stadium. It's truly soccer specific. It's like looks like that color of blue. Is that blue? What would you call that color? I don't know, but it's a cool stadium. Teal. Cool stadium right there on the river, on the current. You can technically kick a ball out and
into the water.
Into the water.
That's actually pretty cool.
It's only happened a couple times, but
all right. So
2-1 for Kansas City, in my opinion.
Oh, I mean, we're not doing predictions right now.
But and then playoffs wise, I think they end up either 6th or 6th or 7th. God, that's so stupid, man.
Because of children.
But
I think they'll finish like 6th or 7th as well. Portland's playing Houston, and then Gotham's playing NC Courage. Could be Jaden Shaw saving San Diego Wave.
That's a great storyline. Gotham, Jaden Shaw playing against her former team
to make playoffs,
to keep them out of playoffs too.
Love that.
That's a interesting end to their season.
Well, November 2nd is the date, so we still have some time from here to there. But we'll go ahead and recap. Maybe even next week we'll talk a little bit more, but then give people were asking for end of season grades for the teams. So I think that'll be
interesting to look at our mid-season report card and then
yeah,
end of season, because we were definitely a lot more positive in the middle of the season, right?
I think so. Yeah, because that's before they took that dip in form.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and be looking at that Cheating versus Wave, Eloski versus SDFC. Wow. That'd be incredible. But all right. So anything else for San Diego Wave, guys? Anything else for
if they host a playoff spot, if they host a playoff game, that would be quite the accomplishment for San Diego, considering their 7-match winless streak
and where they were.
True.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out tonight, lads and gents. 2 balls and a mic. 300 next week. Where you were in Japan. It's been up and down. We're gonna do a classic. I remember people asked us on a 200. They were like, "Oh, you guys should have done this and this and this." We'll do something very soon that's going to be live. We're actually working with a group that we're going to be having a live episode of 2 balls and a mic very soon. It won't be episode 300, but I'll tell you right now, episode 300, I think you said yes to this. We can potentially be giving out the biggest piece of news in SanDiego.Futbol history. That's all I'll say.
Say yes to that. Yes.
So next week, episode 300, that's what you'll have to look forward to. The biggest announcement in 2 balls and a mic, SanDiego.Futbol history will be made on episode 300. With that said, thank you guys for joining us. Everybody's been fantastic here. Can't wait. Thank you for Jeff, Philippe, Playback, going back,
Puma,
619, Puma, Gustavo, Isaac, everybody checking it out. Be a friend, tell a friend, watch the episodes on the back end. See you guys later. Bye.